Bing, bing. We're live. It's the local support client meeting, which of course is Rachel at Voluntary Action Harrow Cooperative, and we're both here on the Hangout this week. And Stella's joined us in the background. Hi, Stella. We're just getting started, just working through the agenda items. You said you had Rachel an additional agenda item, which was the so there's something happening in May. Did you say that?
Yeah. So
A May event. IT subgroup, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the main thing for us really is to get through and do a complete review of the board. We've got lots of different things that people have been working on, and lots of little small things, and they've been deployed, and we sort of need to tick them off as done or not done. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through the old action items. So yes, so the iframe thing is all fixed. We have managed to reduce the server costs. I need to send you an invoice for the much smaller amount. Other things: export our VOLOP data to location counts. I don't even remember. It's been a while since we had a meeting. I'm not sure about that. Nico has also joined us as well. Nico, this is Rachel, Nico.
Hi.
Hi there.
So we're just going through our agenda there, and do we have changing priorities, sort out start tickets? That's the main thing that we want to do, is go through the tickets today. So let's get straight on into that. So pivotal tracker there. Yeah, so one of the things actually said that we'll get the site up as well. Nico took the lead on upgrading the site to Rails 5. So updating a lot of the background software. So it's all running on newer software, which is probably not going to be perceptually any different for you, Rachel, or anybody else using the site. It might be slightly faster than it was before, but for us, in terms of adding new things, we need to keep sort of staying up with the latest tech. So sites all up there. We've got this. So the top one that we've got here is this feature about being able to post things. Post volunteer ops via the Do It API key, and so I think that's set up potentially to use. And you've got, Rachel, like 4 or 5 different groups that are in Voluntary Action Harrow's umbrella.
Yeah.
That do that, and I guess you're occasionally posting your own VAHC.
Yeah, we tend to post our own to our own. So, like you say, we've got different accounts. So we have one that's just for VAR.
Right.
So that's the one with our logo. So that
Yes.
we would only use it for our own opportunities.
Right.
And then we've got, I think it's pop-up. I can't remember what one it is. One of the others.
Yeah.
Eric, for other opportunities.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get to that's the actual Do It site. I want to go here. So if I go here, if we go to create a volunteer opportunity for Agile Ventures here, we've got this option of posting to Do It.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, you can then select one of these number of things. So you've got Agile Ventures, excuse me, Help Out Harrow, Pop Harrow, Beehive, and Voluntary Action Harrow Cooperative. So,
yeah. So the one I think we would prefer not to have the option, because obviously your organisation's on there, so you wouldn't want others on yours. So I think the one we would want is the Help Out Harrow.
Right.
Help Out Harrow is where we post other organisations' opportunities.
Okay. That's good to know. Right. So, right, that's interesting. I'll put it down here in it. So I mean, at the moment, this functionality is only available for admins. So somebody else creating a volunteer opportunity would not see this yet at all. However, this is VHC uses this to post other orgs, ops. I guess the thing that I'm particularly looking for in terms of closing out this feature is to check that this works for you. And in order to do that, I guess the thing would be, next time that you have a opportunity that you want to post, then
to do it through here.
Is to experiment with doing it through here. I guess it's not that often necessarily that you have an opportunity that you want to post.
Yeah, I mean, Alex normally deals with that, so I'll ask him about that.
Yeah, okay. And I'll maybe reach out to him. I guess the thing to think about is, do we have Voluntary Action Harrow as an organization that's actually, okay, so this is you here, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this would be the place, I guess this would be the link that maybe I'll send to Alex, and then, when and if, he can sort of experiment with that and see if it works for him, and that will kind of be the acid test, won't it, of whether this feature is doing what it needs to do. Yeah, I think I should also sensibly run a new test from there. So let's go back.
Or you could try one of your Agile Ventures one through.
Yes,
as well.
we did do one originally, and that was the initial test, but it's been a while, and I should probably do that before bothering Alex again. But so I put that in there. Sam, double check submitting AV op through HCN, and then pass on link to Alex for posting VHC op. Okay, cool.
Interesting, from that list, one of them is Pop-Up Harrow.
Yes.
Because that's the Team London one. So Team London and Do It are linked.
Right.
They're the ones that we've never managed to get linked to the Harrow Community Network.
No. I could reach out to them again. Right. So you're saying Pop-Up Harrow, that's part of I guess they've so Team London created Pop-Up Harrow and then added it to your.
We created it on the Team London site, but it also comes up on Do It. I don't quite understand how they.
Yes, that's interesting actually, because that's the kind of thing that we would like, for people to be able to do. Like, if for all the different organizations, if they already have Do It things, we'd like them to be able to link in. Yeah, so I guess the action item there is again. I think I should speak to Team London and Do It again and ask how the Pop-Up Harrow org created via Team London site was able to be added to the list of orgs that VHC is managing on Do It. Because okay. Well, that was the top one there, so we'll leave that off. That bug is related to that. Display individual events. Yes, so that the whole events system is not live per se, but I believe, let's have a look. The individual events can be displayed. So so this is how individual events would look at the moment. That's just a sort of test event. We've got a ticket in to sort of put more padding around the edge so it doesn't look quite so squashed. Okay. But is there anything else that occurs to you immediately in terms of how events should be displayed?
No, I mean, you've got the basic info.
Yeah. And so it's no one can see this. As they go there, we can see, there we go. And there's we're just sort of like, because this is not visible to anybody, we're just experimenting with. You can see what it would sort of look like here with, the event appearing in the calendar and the list underneath it and so on.
Okay.
So if that looks okay to you, then we could accept the individual events page there.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that date? Is the date format? It was sort of a bit more complex previously, but so we've got it there like Thursday, March 22nd. That sort of layout of the date is fine.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't. That's the American version, so some people might be a bit.
Right.
I don't mind, but you know what some people are like.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's doing February the 2nd, right, rather than 2nd of February. Yes. Oh, we can add a thing there for it's like insurer dates are displayed in UK format.
Yeah.
Which is basically, what is it? It's a day, month, year rather than US month, day, year.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. But so, yeah, I mean, this one there, that there was sort of a bug there, which was about previously they just had, I don't know, something really weird and computery. So I'll maybe accept that and go on from there. I guess, Nico, did we deploy the event search? I guess not yet. I think it's been merged, hasn't it? It maybe hasn't.
No, not yet.
Yeah, it will appear there. So yeah, we'll deal with that. That's still there, not finished. Okay. So volunteer update button has incorrect text. These bugs, I think, mixed content warning. That's not in there anymore. So let's just check there. So we've got let's go and look at the volunteer map. There are no. We've got. We're still getting that bug, so that's not. We're not going to accept that. Don't know why we're still getting that. I guess I will reject that one there. Volunteer update button has incorrect text. Should say update volunteer opportunity, but says update a volunteer opportunity. Gosh, that's very, very specific. Have we got? I guess if we then go to an individual volunteer. And find, like, this is one of our ones. I want the. We've got the individual volunteer opportunity here. So I don't know, where would that even be? Because we've got edit. I'm not aware of anywhere in the system that we would have. I guess if I look at, sorry, Rachel, I'll go and just quickly look at the code to see, like, where that was changed. Right. So that looks like, well, volunteers up over this sort of create or update. That's interesting because I don't see update in either of those pages. If we go to an individual place where we can create a volunteer opportunity, volunteer ops. And if we just go to, is there an ID? Can I just change that? That's a strange one. Go back to, say, this particular one there. I guess there may be, I think we've got a sort of an artifact there where, right, oops, kind of the URL that gets used for display. Anyway, we'll leave that. I'll put a note in it. I'm gonna I'm gonna reject that and say seems like we don't ever see this text in live site. Maybe only in tests. Maybe we should be seeing that text and there's something else going on. Okay, so the event, you saw the event calendar that we had there before, and the calendar layout looks all right to you, Rachel?
Yeah, that's fine.
We can do it before and see it there. It all works like so. So we'll accept that one. Well done, Sigu, for that. Flash success is styled as red. I guess for these bug ones, I'm just gonna move on. I think that we can say that something's fixed. Oh, have we got the Jasmine? Oh, that's all. I'll get onto that after. I'll try not to get pulled off into the weeds here. That's the search is still working on the mobile. The layout of the volunteer op form was crooked. I think we've got that fixed. So this is the create a new volunteer opportunity. So that looks like that's laid out all right, doesn't it? That had gone a bit strange when we updated the styling. Track for click-throughs on embedded map to third party. So we are now we're tracking everybody who clicks through on the embedded map. And as I think that I was saying to you last time, we do seem to be having about 1,000 people a month clicking through on these. That is causing a little problem for us because we're running out of database storage. So we're going to need to fix that. But yeah, it certainly seems to be working. And there, Nick's still working on the Twitter stuff is almost ready to go live. Events map is not there yet. I think we fixed the link. I guess if we go to Volunteer Action Harrow site. So yeah, our embedded thing is now moved off the homepage and it's on somewhere else, I think.
Yeah, it's on the volunteering page.
Yeah, good show. Yeah, notice you're gone.
Last time I looked, it seemed fine.
Yes. I think we did manage to fix it. We'll go and double check the click through. And notice your site does take quite a long time to load. That's
okay.
But yeah, so here's the embedded map. That's all working, and then we can go and click through to these click through to there. Opens in a new window. Goes out to right. And so actually, this is Help Out Harrow. This is the one where you've added opportunities for others. Yeah. Great. Okay, so that looks like that is that's working. Now that we've got the breadcrumbs has been updated. So now if we're in here, so you can see this is the way the breadcrumbs look at the moment.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got like a home at the beginning, and then you can see sort of here we're inside all organizations, and then Volunteer Action Harrow Cooperative, and then volunteers, and then we're on the new volunteer opportunity page.
Okay.
So does that all look
reasonable? Yeah.
Good show. So I don't know if I now lost that. Yeah, for some reason this is scrolled back down. So that's I guess every time it's this annoying thing here. Every time I click accept, it sort of scrolls me to the top of the page here. So we've got start and end times there, as well. In the we saw in the event date, so I think we can probably accept that. We have undo delete of a user. That was I think an old ticket hanging around. I don't know if you've ever used it particularly, but we do have sort of delete. If you do accidentally delete a user, we have the restore operation here. So, but I guess back in the day, you were sort of creating users and inviting them left, right, and center. You basically there's not much need for you to do that anymore. Is that right?
No, if people start wanting to post volunteer opportunities.
Right.
I presume they'd have to be logged in then, wouldn't they?
They would, yes.
But I think for now we'll
not worry
really a priority.
Yeah. And I think we saw there how Stella's been working very hard on the events framework, and she's make sure all the long words wrap around. And so I think that's all of those things. There's some other bugs and things in there, but I won't bother you with those because I think some of them are quite technical. We can just check ourselves. So then that also, we sort of saw there a few of the things that are still being in the pipeline. So improved mobile support, the Twitter stuff, events map. We've got a one here which is about adding more fields to the volunteers. So I think there was all different deep. What is it? We've got in the pipeline adding like role description, skills, experience when the volunteers needed extra contact details and so on. We'll show that. I'm not sure if that's on. Have you merged in yet? Anyway, I'll get that ready for a future meeting. So we've got the other things that are sort of here that are being started on by people. We've got a ticket here for this is having like the homepage. It could say want to volunteer in Harrow. If we look back at the homepage, what it says at the moment. So there's not much call to action on the page. It just says Harrow volunteering opportunities. I don't know if we discussed this previously.
I remember vaguely rings a bell.
Yeah. What would you?
I mean, that makes sense because.
Yeah, because this could say, and we can even do it and sort of see what we think of it here. Is I can edit this in the browser, and it could say, want to volunteer in Harrow, like so, and then like this, and then how does that strike you?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's better, I think.
Good show, good call to action. Excellent. Yes, so I'll check in with Peter and Musa about this one. Peter, Musa, any progress on this? Should be quite a straightforward thing. We've then also got somebody working on repeating events. That's would allow when someone creating an event to specify that it recurred at some frequency. I don't know that that's particularly high priority, but maybe useful for you at some point in the future.
Say that again.
So at the moment, this is the event creation page, so you can specify a start date and an end date. But so we've got the possibility that people might want to, if they were creating events through here, have them to recur every month or what have you. So
I think that would be useful because people do have regular events.
Yeah, oh, good show. Yeah, so client agrees. This would be useful. Yeah, it would be. Wonder if once the event support goes live, we'll actually get more people going there. And yeah, then we've also got, at the moment, you create an event and you can't edit it, so that's also there. I think that's probably a higher priority. That's the critical thing that we need to get finished there. Okay, so yeah, so that's very helpful. We've kind of closed out a fair amount of tickets there. So yeah, so the things that we've got in the kind of current backlog, I'll just move. Can I move you over there? Move you over there. Thank you. So like the ability to set a location for the event, a system to sort of generate an event's newsletter. Yeah, we've got this one. There's the formatting. I was just saying there, like, so that the individual event page is padded. And then, we've got one here, which was like allowing the super admin. So I remember when you've had some different volunteers come in and that you've given them sort of permissions, and I've sort of had to set them up. So that was that feature, which is about allowing you to upgrade other users so that they can start having a bit more permission to like fix things and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, which again, I imagine it's not necessarily high priority, but would be useful if that was there.
Yeah.
So that gives you sort of an overview of things that have been done recently and things that are in the pipeline. Is there anything else that is particularly important, you think, going forward? Are you happy with the sort of rough order of priorities there?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. All right. Great. Well, so I think we've covered all of those things. We've done our review. Do you want to? There's the IT subgroup event in May.
Yeah, well, we in Harrow we've got this forum that I think you've had some link with before.
Right, is it HCA forum?
Well, it's a voluntary and community sector forum.
Okay.
So like their meetings every few months,
so
they come together and discuss.
Right.
Relevant. Somebody from that group wanted to set up an IT subgroup.
Right.
Alex has been working with the chap's name's Bill.
Right.
So they've got a date for May. So they're wondering if you would want to come.
Oh, okay. That. Right.
It's most likely to be here. So
yeah, sure.
So what I'll do, I'll just link you in with. I'll introduce you to Bill maybe by email.
Right.
I don't know. It's something new. So what the turnout will be like?
No, sure. And the idea is just to create. So the forum presumably is just for people in this sector to sort of chat about what's going on, to network, to like help each other out. And so the idea of an IT subgroup is to sort of talk about like the same sector, but what's the IT stuff that we can use? Can we get share ideas? Sure, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, great stuff. So yeah, we've talked about the embed map. Yeah, I need to do those invoices. I think that's dealt with. Yeah, and any updates from the Do It, the council, the consortium, any of the different bits of pieces that might, in your wide range of other things that might link across with HCN at all?
No, I think they have been using it. So they're mainly working with people and looking for opportunities for people. So I think they use that. Some of the groups are using it.
Right.
Yeah.
Good show. Good show. Yep. Okay. Well, I think that's then, unless there's anything else that we need to sort out.
No, just after the last trustee meeting, I sent an email about the constitution. Did you? I don't have a copy of it. I couldn't find a copy.
Oh, you don't have a copy of the constitution?
No.
Right. Okay. Yes. I certainly can.
Okay.
Yeah. Some other news is that the NHS have they're saying that they're going to contract us for some more development work on the wiki, which is good news. Yes. No, I have the constitution. Oh, my computer being slow. Why has that just suddenly stopped? Was everything broken? There. No, there it is. Right. Agile Ventures charity const. I have this problem with the Bluetooth on my computer keeps turning off, and I'm using like a Bluetooth keyboard and trackpad. And recently they just, I'm there, I'm sort of doing stuff, and then just all stops working. And like this is Bluetooth is not available. So no, it's on Bluetooth apparently working. But yeah, so this is the that's the constitution there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, you can just share it.
Yeah, I guess if I share that explicitly with you, then it will be added to your list of things. Nico or Stella, did you have any questions for Rachel, the client, about the site or any of the elements of the site that you've worked on or anything at all?
No, I don't have.
Thanks, Nico. Stella, anything on the, because you thinking about what to work on next in terms of the events thing? Stella is muted there. She often doesn't have wonderful internet connection. So, yep. There we go. Well, I think. Well, thanks, Rachel. The constitution there. Well, probably Nico and Stella and I and others will stay here and just get into the technical stuff, which you're welcome to stay around. I'm sure you'd find it riveting. But I know you've got lots to do. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thanks all. Bye.
All right. Lovely.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. All right. Yeah, there we go. So well, that's client meeting. Thanks so much for joining us. We've managed to get like 11 tickets accepted there. Yay! And all it's put our velocity up to 14. Woo! I hope what it would do is that the accepting thing will. What does it now do? It tells us we've got a 14-point velocity, and so in the next month we'll get all of these things done. Yeah, I think that's not really calculating things very succinctly. But yeah, well, since we're here now and we've got a bit of time, what I want to do, I'll get text edit and open it, and we could just do a quick local support meeting.
Yep.
So, local support. Nico, anything on your mind on the local support front?
Yeah, regarding the click-throughs that we have.
Oh, yeah.
How are we going to manage that? We will create, I don't know, some break task for
right. So we've got like
for the rows on that table, or how are we going to manage that information?
It's a good question. Yeah, so there's at the moment we're doing it manually. So could we have a rate task? I think what we would perhaps have ideally is we'd adjust to use Google Analytics. So, although that's the thing that it's frustrating because Brent's done a great job of making this all work with the click-throughs. I found subsequently, I wonder if I put it in the ticket. I found that there's a thing from Google. Let's look. Did I put it in there? No. There's a thing from Google, so it's got like Google Analytics track clicks, yeah, to external sites. Which it just seems ridiculous to me that it's not set up by default. But basically, there's this ability, yeah, about tracking outbound links.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a script. And so then basically what would happen is we wouldn't store any data in our database, and
they will have all the.
And basically, it'll be stored in Google Analytics, and then we can, so there's data storage, and then it can be viewed and manipulated through the analytics interface. So I think it makes much more sense to do it that way. So yeah, I think rather than investing in a rake task, if we can just get that code in there, and in the meantime, we'll just like anytime Heroku complains, we'll just manually. Yeah. Anything else on your mind for local support?
Not now. No. That was my biggest
main thing. Yeah. What I'll just put that so I don't lose it. We'll put that in the local support DevOps. We should move to.
Yes. Maybe I can access the console and do the configuration.
Yeah. Do you have access to the analytics for the site?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's something we can get you set up with if you don't have. I'll put this Sam get Nico access to Google Analytics. And I think even in principle, you don't necessarily need Google Analytics access to do that. I think it's just we need
if I want to see the data, the information.
Oh, yes, see the data. Yes.
If I only want to add that to the website,
in principle, this can be. We just add this bit stuff and then do that.
Do you want to create the issue now? The story now?
Let's do that. So we could put in here, and so put that. I guess we'll put that straight on the backlog because I think it's pretty high priority. This is like replace click through tracking with Google Analytics script.
Perfect.
And that it's kind of a chore basically because we've got the feature delivered, and it's now this is like a technical issue on the back end, and the link that is how to do it is here. So instructions here. Need to stop storing click-throughs DB and make sure they work with embedded map. That's going to be the potentially tricky thing, is just that it all has to work with the embedded map. But there, should we just quickly vote on that so that it can be started?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's get that. Where's my Slack gone? Oh, there it is. LocalSupport, voter. This is like use analytic tracking of links. So I think Stella was on the she's listening on the feed. There we go. Okay. So that ticket's in there. And yeah, then if anybody has any questions about that, I'm going to go for vote myself, and well, maybe Stella or someone else will vote. If it's only 2 votes, we'll leave that until somebody else has done a third vote before revealing it. Okay, so that's kind of a high priority. Go back over here. Yes. So on LocalSupport, we're already on Rails 5 and Ruby 2.5, so that's all.
No, Ruby 2.5. There is an open pull request for that.
On LocalSupport or on
LocalSupport.
Okay, so that's interesting. We've had some. Right. Oh, that's okay. That's the issues which we don't usually look at. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Right. So that would be. So that's. And now what's that breaking on at the moment? We've got.
I think this is complaining because of the total coverage, and if you scroll up, that is the answer that I got from them.
Right.
They are saying like there is like an edge case.
Oh, okay.
To them. So
right, and then so they think that we can safely ignore that. Then
yeah.
Okay, so well, let's get that in. I guess. I mean, I maybe should have gone and we've got other people midway, but with this, I guess
maybe we can tell them in on the channel. No?
Yeah. So yeah, if you can, oh look, and Sess is back. Yeah, Sess has got a pull request in. Oh, that's great. Okay. And the other things through it. So we've got, and then there's a buy bug one there that looks like that. We just merge that in. Get it out of the way, clear out the pull requests. Okay. I guess I'll look at Nick and Sess's things separately. On my side for LocalSupport, I guess I've got new action items that just came out of that. So we did the client meeting. And we've got new, where did it go? It was in here. So, right. I need to do some of those things. Yes. All right. Fair enough. Let's just put those in there.
Who is Alex?
So Alex is a person who works with Rachel at Voluntary Action Harrow Cooperative, and he does a lot of their technical stuff. He's also designed the kind of logo and things. He's he's not a hardcore programmer, but he does like WordPress and design and stuff. So
yes.
We're working with him for quite a long time. Yeah, good. So okay, so then I guess there's, I'm just going to say at here note we just upgraded to Ruby 2.5. Please update your local branches. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Yeah, well, I think that's the end of the meeting, perhaps. Unless there's anything else that we need to sort out. Looks like things are basically under control. I mean, I think I need to do these action items and review these PRs, but that doesn't need to take up everybody's time. So, yeah, maybe see you in the scrum.
See you in the scrum.
Yep.
Couple of minutes.
Bye for now. Take care. Good to see you, Stella.